Hello, dear students. I'm Anubala, working as TGT English at Government High School Mahal, Amritsar. I welcome all of you in today's class of English language. I have a few pictures for you. Look at the following pictures and answer the questions that follow. What do you see in these pictures? Who these people are? Now look at these pictures. Who are they? Answer these questions. Name the persons you have seen in the pictures given above. Which of these people are very close to you? How can you communicate to your friend who lives in some other city through written means of communication? What will be the difference between the letter written to a friend and a teacher? And last question is, how many types of letter are there? I hope you have thought about the answers. Now let us discuss the questions and your answers. First question. Name the persons you have seen in the pictures given above. Yes, we have seen a doctor, a teacher, two boys who might be brothers or fast friends, and grandparents in the pictures given above. Question number second. Which of these people are very close to you? It's quite easy to answer. Our grandparents and our brother or fast friends are very close to us. How can you communicate to your friend who lives in some other city through written means of communication? Yes, the answer would be letter. We can communicate to our friend who lives in some other city by means of letters. Next question is, will the letters written to a friend and a teacher be the same? No. The letter written to a friend will not be the same as the letter written to a teacher because we use very different type of words and sentences while talking to a friend and a teacher. So both of these letters would be different from each other. And last question was, name the types of letter. How many types of letter are there? Do you know? No? Okay. Don't worry. I will tell you about types of letter in today's class because the topic of today's class is letter writing. Today we will discuss about meaning of letter, its type, its format with example. Okay? So first of all, we discuss the meaning of letter. A letter is written message conveyed by one person to another person, generally via post. So letter is the message written on a piece of paper. Then we put it in the letter box and the process goes on and ultimately the letter reaches at its destination and the receiver reads it. Then he replies vice versa to us. In this way, letter works for us. Letter is a sort of treasure for us. Though these days we have many means of communication, electronic media is there, but letter works like a treasure. We can keep the letter for as many years as we want and we can read it many times and cherish the same feelings which we had when we read it first time. Okay? There are some points to be remembered while writing a letter. First of all, Your handwriting should be neat and clean so that the receiver could read it easily and understand the message. If it is not clear, it is illegible, then the whole purpose of the letter writing will come to its end. Second point is consistency of thought. All thoughts presented in the letter should be interrelated to each other. There should be appropriate selection of sentences according to emotions. The selection of words in sentences matters a lot. Last point is proper use of punctuation. The punctuation marks like question mark, full stop, inverted comma, these should be used with utmost care, because if you make any mistake, then it can change the whole meaning and the receiver can get it in some other meaning. So, I have a letter as an example for you. The statement of the letter is, you are Gurpreet, you live at G10 ST College Road, Barnala. Your uncle has sent you a wristwatch on your birthday. Write a letter of thanks to your uncle. Let's see how they have written the letter. First of all, address is written G10 ST College Road, Barnala. Then the date is written, my dear uncle, I thank you very much for the beautiful gift which you have sent me on my birthday. It is an attractive watch. All have liked it. I was often late for school. Now I shall be punctual. Your gift will be a turning point in my life. Once again, I thank you for this kind gift and assure you that I shall keep this watch carefully. Yours affectionately, Gurpreet. In this way, the letter is ended. Types of letter. Dear students, we divide letter in two types, formal letter and informal letter. What is the difference between the two types? I have given two pictures here. Look at these pictures and try to find out difference between the two types, formal and informal type. For formal type, I have given the picture in which a boy, young man is sitting in his office and working on computer. And in informal type, we see children enjoying together. These children may be siblings or relatives or fast friends to each other. Have you thought about the difference? Yes. On the basis of these pictures, we can write one difference, that formal letter is written in professional situation, as the young man was sitting in office. So it is written in professional situation, and informal letter is written in personal situation. Formal letter is written to the manager of a company, the editor of a newspaper or magazine, or the principal of a school or a college. On the other hand, we write informal letter to relatives, friends, and family. Due to these reasons, formal letter is also called official letter and informal letter is also called personal letter. Dear students, there are some more differences. Formal letter is requesting or providing information. On the other hand, informal letter is written for asking for or giving suggestions. We write formal letter to ask for permission from higher authorities. On the other hand, informal letter can be written for accepting or declining invitation. Formal letter is written to place order or complaint about any product which you have purchased earlier. Informal letter can be written for congratulating or expressing your condolence on some mishappening with your dear ones. So these are the basic differences between formal and informal letter. In today's class, we will discuss basically about personal letter. Personal letter will be the focus of today's class. First of all, we discuss stages of writing personal letter. I hope you would have understood the meaning of personal letter. Yes, the letter written to our friends, relatives, and family. So, stages of writing personal letter are pre-writing, while writing, and post-writing. These stages are explained further. Pre-writing stage means before writing. The writer chalks out a plan about what and how to write before he starts. It is the thinking stage. It is the time when the writer has not taken pen in his hand. He just thinks in mind what does he want to write, what thoughts he want to share. So he just contemplate and accumulate the ideas in his mind. Second stage is while writing stage. This is the time when the person has started to write. He pours out all ideas which he has thought about earlier on a piece of paper. A rough draft of all ideas to be developed is made, then all ideas are compiled in an organized way. The third stage is post-writing stage. The word post means after. So this is the time when the letter is written but not yet completed. At this stage, spellings, words are checked again. The writer reads the whole letter and makes amendments if needed. He makes corrections wherever he finds. Now, the most important part of a personal letter is its body. Body of the personal letter consists of three parts. The first part is opening line. Opening line means the first line. It can be written in these ways. How are you? I hope you are fine. When you are talking to your friend in a general discussion, just to begin the letter, you can write, how are you? I hope you are fine. If you are going to share some good news with him, then use these words. You will be glad to know that. Unfortunately, if you have heard something sad about him, then you share his grief with these words. I'm so sorry to hear that. In the end, if you are going to share some information with him, then the last line, I am writing a letter to let you know that, is quite suitable. So these lines, these sentences can be the opening lines of the personal letter's body. Content. The content of a personal letter is written in direct speech. That means we use the words like I, we, you, they. There is no specific word or sentence limit, but it should be kept in mind that it should neither be too long nor too short. Though it is the writer's will, the sender's will, whatever he wants to write, yet 5 to 6 sentences are considered to be apt for this part. Content is the part which contains the gist of the personal letter. While writing the content, the writer can make use of proverbs, idioms, quotations, contractions, or questions. He can quote the words of great thinkers while advising his younger ones, or he can use proverbs, idioms according to his own wish. The closing line, the third part of the body of the letter. The closing line means the last sentence of the body. Some examples are given here. The body of letter can be concluded in following words. I hope you will act upon my advice. I hope you will reply me soon. That's all for now. Bye. Convey my regards to dash. In this dash, you can fill name of any family member who is living with the receiver. Dear students, this is the format of personal letter, the basic structure or the way to write a personal letter. This should always be kept in mind. If any point of this structure is missed during exams, then your marks can be cut. So first column is sender's address. Sender's address is to be written on the left hand side of the page. Sender is the person who is writing the letter. Obviously, he will send it, so he writes his own address. And in his address, he writes house number and locality in the first line. Then in second line, he writes the city where he lives. After that, leave one line. Mention the date on which the letter is being written. After date, the third column is salutation. It is also to be written on the left hand side. Salutation is a way of addressing the receiver. If he is an elder one, then you can use the words like respected uncle, respected father. If he is younger one to you, then you can use the words dear brother, dear friend. Dear can also be used for your age mates. Then body of the letter. It is discussed earlier in detail. It carries 5 to 6 sentences. The last part of this personal letter is closing subscription. In closing subscription, the writer or the sender concludes the letter in these words: yours affectionately, yours lovingly, and in the end he writes his name in the same left hand side. So basically all the columns are to be written on left hand side and body covers all sides. Format of the letter can also be understood in this way. All points can be learned. Sender's address, date, salutation, body, and closing subscription. Now, it's a time for us to write a letter at our own. We are given a statement. You are Ravinder. You live at 88 Manavta Park, Hoshiarpur. Invite your friend Pawan to come to your birthday party. Dear students, when you are given a statement, it's mandatory for you to read the statement at least twice so that you can frame out the idea, the structure of the letter in your mind. As we have some words in red color, so they may be very important for you. First sentence, you are Ravinder. Who is Ravinder? The person who is writing the letter, means Ravinder is the sender. And where does Ravinder live? He lives at 88 Manavta Park, Hoshiarpur. So, this address will be the address of the sender, which is to be written in the very first column of the letter. Ravinder is inviting his friend Pawan on his birthday party. So, Pawan is the receiver of the letter, and this name will be used in salutation. So, let us try to write. First of all, we write the address. Sender's address means Ravinder's address. 88 Manavta Park, Hoshiarpur. Dear students, suppose you are not given any address in the statement, then write examination hall dash dash city instead of writing your own address. Then date of writing the letter is written May 20th. As he is writing the letter to his friend, so the word dear is most suitable. The salutation is written as Dear Pavan. So this is the half of personal letter written. Then comes the main part. The gist of the letter means the body of the letter. As he is writing to his friend, so he can begin the talk with the words, How are you? I am fine here. After opening line, he writes, As you know that my birthday falls on 7th August, my parents have planned a party this year. There will be a program of dance and music. It will be an evening of great fun. Our common friend Mohan is also coming. I am sure you will enjoy the party. You come a day earlier. So this is the gist of the letter. You can write as many lines about birthday party as you wish. We conclude the letter in this way because he is inviting him, so he will be waiting. So he writes, I shall eagerly await your arrival. Your friend Ravinder. Dear students, give a reading to the body of the letter so that you could understand the concept. Now, do you understand why the word Ravinder name is written in the end? Because he is the sender. So he will write his own name in the end of the letter. And who was Pavan? Pavan was the receiver. So his name is used in the salutation, Dear Pavan. In this way, it's up to the reader. As many sentences as he wish, he can use while writing the body of the letter. But always keep in mind that the opening line of the body of the letter makes a great impression on the reader's mind. It gets his attention to read the letter attentively. So the opening line should be very, very, very impressive, and likewise the closing line should be. Now we have a home assignment for you. I will read it for you. You are Ragini. You live at 53 Vasant Vihar, Patiala. Your sister Neeta lives in some other city. Write a letter to Neeta describing your visit to the Taj Mahal. Dear students, this is the letter to be written by you at your own. But it's my advice to you, give at least 2 readings to the statement before beginning to write it. Here, you are Ragini means the name of the sender would be Ragini, and you live at 53 Vasant Vihar, Patiala. So whose address is given here? This is the address of Ragini who is writing the letter. That means the address will be used in the first column of the personal letter. Ragini is writing the letter to his sister Neeta. Where does Neeta live? Is her address given in the letter? No. Because Neeta is the receiver, so she lives somewhere else in some other city. The topic of the letter is write a letter to Neeta describing your visit to the Taj Mahal. You have visited Taj Mahal with your parents. Now, you have to describe your visit, your experience at Taj Mahal to Neeta in your own words. So you can write it very easily. I hope you have understood the format, the types, and the important points to be remembered while writing the letter. Wish you all the best. Thank you.